Today we're here at Tony's Bikes and Sports to talk about mountain bikes, specifically Giants. It's the best time of the year to be out in the woods. You got the colors changing, the perfect weather, you're not going to sweat too much, you can bundle up, you can wear your equipment, and just go out with your friends and have a blast. So we're going to talk about 3 different types of bikes, 26-inch wheel, the 27.5, and the 29er. And I guess the pros and cons depending on what you're looking to do. We have Giant's 26-inch wheel here, and the 27.5, and the 29. So I guess we'll start with the 26. The 26 is classic. Everyone's grown up riding them. We all love them. It gives you the strongest wheel, arguably, because of the shorter spokes. So it tends to be a great bike for someone who's abusive or likes to take risks and chances. The 27.5 sits right in the middle between the 3. It kind of gives you the best of both worlds. The bigger wheel does give you a little bit more rubber on the ground, rolls over things a little bit more smoothly than the 26, and just offers like that happy medium that some of us really want, so you can be a little aggressive and still get your cross-country ride that the 29er offers. So getting to that, the 29er has the most tire on the ground. So again, the advantages are bigger wheel, rolls over things smoothly. You're in New England, it's rocky. You've got a lot of stumps, sticks, branches. So if you're looking to just climb really well, have a good time, you're mildly aggressive with your drops and descents, you'll have a blast on this bike. But it's going to be a little bit less inept at taking the bigger hits just because of the wheel size, but definitely plenty of travel to go out there and have a good time. And most guys feel that, they're not looking to go out and break any records. This is the bike. Giant is the only company, arguably, that uses a suspension setup that works the same regardless of the amount of travel the bike allows for. So this bike here uses 5. There are other bikes that offer more travel, use the same system. What Giant does is create a virtual floating pivot point so that you get a linear stroke. What's great about this is when you pedal, when you brake, and when you climb, the chain doesn't really have an effect on how the bike rides. So when you're under a braking load or a pedaling load, the suspension feels pretty neutral, it's not affected. So it gives you a really good ride. A perfect full suspension bike, they argue and say, over the years, is one that you don't know actually has a rear shock or a rear suspension, because the wheel's in constant contact in the ground when you're pedaling and absorbs the bumps correctly. The stutter bumps, you want it to hit, come back quickly, and then when you take a big jump or a leap, you want it to really soak it up so that the rider doesn't have to pay the penalty for his actions. All of these bikes are made by Giant in the factory using their aluminum, which they make. They weld them in-house. It's one of the only companies out there that does that. They make several other brands, and they do it, I'd say, at this level, the best. There's always your custom one-off guy that makes them one at a time. Giant does incredible work. You get a lot for your money. It's a good value. So I definitely recommend, you come down, check it out for yourself, ride them, ask questions. Sometimes we have demos, so you can come out and ride them, take them out in the woods for the weekend. They offer several price points, several different options, and really just something for everyone's budget. So if you have a minute, you're curious, come down, ask questions. The guys are great. They're happy to answer your questions, entertain any reasonable offers that you may have, and come down and see us here at Tony's Bikes in Milford.